So the hit legal drama The Lincoln Lawyer has returned for a third edition. This time it is super bingeable and is based on the popular Michael Connelly book The Gods of Guilt, focusing on the personal mystery for Mickey, which is all around the death of Glory Days and the mystery around who is actually the murderer. So let's just jump straight into that ending. So it's revealed that Julian Lacrosse is proven to be completely innocent when Bishop takes the stand and testifies that DeMarco is pretty much the mastermind behind it all. I did think that there would have been a little bit of a twist involving all of Mickey's past main clients in terms of them having some kind of an involvement, but Julian Lacrosse, at least from what it seems, is actually innocent. And I thought Mickey was also pretty epic right at the end as well when he was ensuring that Julian Lacrosse gets loads of money. I was thinking maybe it would be around 100,000, but based upon Lorna's reaction of, oh my god, there's so many zeros, maybe it's actually in the tens of millions. So the case is then officially closed when cartel boss Hector Moya sends Mickey a picture of DeMarco with his signature snake around him, so then Mickey and the team properly celebrate. And I loved those sequences of events as it felt so different to everything that we have seen before, as everything is a little bit too good to be true. And Mickey's just having the time of his life, and I think it's so bittersweet as he's trying to go off into the sunset towards his happily ever after on his holiday, and then he's dragged back to LA, this time with the police officer pulling him over because his number plate seems to have disappeared, but then the police officer spots blood and is revealed to be Sam Scales' body. So the next season is going to be all around the book The Law of Innocence. So I wonder, is Mickey going to defend himself? It would be so funny if Maggie is defending him, or is Andy Freeman? It's going to be really, really interesting, as Neve Campbell is officially going to be a main cast member once again, as in this season, along with the previous one, she only had a guest spot across a number of episodes. So I literally cannot wait to see her returning as a series regular. Speaking of this season as a whole, I did like the mystery around Moya, DeMarco, all of the subplots around Lorna's case, and the mid-season finale with the shocking and heartbreaking death of Eddie. But like I said right at the start, I just feel like this season was missing the quintessential twists and turns, and it was very mob boss cartel driven instead of being focused on millionaires. But that being said, it was still a refreshing change because of the fact that it was so different, and like I also said, it was super bingeable. So let's go through all of the casting characters now. So I have to say, Manuel Garcia-Rulfo is so brilliant as Mickey. I love all of his one-liners. He is unafraid to be unapologetically raw, direct, and I love how he has a different persona for his friends, for his family, for his clients, for people that he hates. And I love how this season in particular, the camera work was really focused on looking at his face when he is feeling really conflicted and emotional. And he has got a very smooth and suave aspect to him when he's dating, and it is very similar to Bruce Wayne. Becky Newton was absolutely iconic as always as Lorna. I feel like she is going to be even more powerful next season when she is pretty much going to be running the firm single-handedly. And Cisco is so good, such a brilliant private investigator, and Mickey would be nowhere without the success of Cisco and of course his team as well. And I've always loved how Izzy is so dedicated and is so helpful to all of them as well. And I loved her storyline arc of thinking that dancing is what she wants to do because this has always been a childhood ambition of hers, but now she is happy to pivot, which I feel like so many people can relate to. And I really loved, even though it was very short and sweet, I thought Eddie was such a brilliant addition to Mickey's team as well, which is why his death was just so tragic and so heartbreaking. And I love that final sequence where we get a flashback of Glory Days, Eddie and his father. That sequence right at the end was so awesome. I did feel really sorry for Bishop as well, especially when he is giving his testimony, as we always know that some cops are really crooked, but this guy just got so taken advantage of by DeMarco. Speaking of DeMarco, such a sleazy character, I thought Moya was interesting as he was pretty much running the prison when he was inside. And Forsyth is such a slimy guy. You do kind of love to hate this guy, and I thought it was really funny when Mickey was trying to pretend in front of his face that he's happy to see him, but behind his back he's just giving that really angry face because he clearly cannot stand this guy. So overall, you can't go wrong with The Lincoln Lawyer. I feel like season 3 is a really solid new addition to this awesome series. I did think that there would have been a couple more twists and turns like there was in season 1, for example, with Trevor Elliott, but I cannot wait to see where they're going to be going next in season 4. But as far as season 3 is concerned, I thought it was a really solid entry, and so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you think of The Lincoln Lawyer season 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.